Hey crew, welcome back to the channel. Artisan Pirate here, and we are once again back in the garden. And let me tell you, since I last showed you all the garden, it has really took off and prospered. And I'm trying to tie, there we go, my tomato plants up without damaging anything else, and it's proven to be a hassle. Again, when I showed you all the garden back in late spring, today's date at the time of this video's recording is the 17th of July. But when I showed you all the original version of this garden when it was freshly planted, I told you all that everything was probably planted too close together. Again, it was just an experimentation to see how I enjoyed working with a garden. And so far, I have been having a blast. We've been getting peppers, we've been getting tomatoes, and the sunflowers, as you can see, hopefully, are growing like a weed. But when I get done tying up my tomatoes, I'm going to take the camera off of the mounted tripod and show you all how the garden has progressed since the last time we looked at it. And here, crew, is going to be about the best overview of the garden I can give you all. I am amazed at how it has blossomed out. You can tell our pumpkins here have started coming out in the yard, and when it's time to do yard work, I'm just getting the weed eater as close as I feel comfortable getting it. But that fence right there is 6 foot tall. Of course, I'm 6'2", but look how much higher than the fence line the sunflowers are. These are mammoth sunflowers, and again, it's the first time we've had a family garden since 2012. But before I start stepping over into the garden, I told you all in the last video we still had my late grandfather's tiller, and right there it is. I believe it's the old Snapper tiller. I put a new spark plug in it, cleaned the filter, put new oil, new gas in it, drained the old gas and put new gas in it. Or actually, there wasn't no gas in it now that I remember correctly, but I tried to get it cranked this year to plow up where we're at now for the garden. Couldn't get it cranked. But if anyone has any mechanical skills greater than me, and I'm sure that's plenty because I really don't know a lot about motors and everything, please let me know down in the comments. But as you can see, as I said, the pumpkins have pretty much taken over. And here we have our green beans. I made a small trellis out of some tomato stakes, and they've actually went to the top of the shed where the lawnmower is stored. And then over here, as I said, the pumpkins have just taken over, and I'm pretty sure that they are what's called, you know, choking out the other plants here. But the sunflowers did not have an issue. They are very easy to maintain. I've still got a couple that have not bloomed out. That one over there I need to go on and cut off and hang in the rafters of the workshop in the nice heat and humidity of the south so it can dry out and I can collect the seeds. But this one right here, that has been my winner. It is over a foot across and it's well over my height. I can't even reach my arm up and touch that, crew. Like you can see there, I'm way away from that. So I am thankful for that. But I'm having to be careful now because I don't know where pumpkins are going to start forming. Over here we've got cantaloupes and okra and peppers growing, and again, I just think the pumpkins next year, I'll know. Again, this was just about experimentation and fun. Next year I'll plant the pumpkins just by themselves. Our corn is coming up greatly, and here you see the tomatoes that we just staked up. We do have, I've seen some, yes, we do have some tomatoes. There we go. But here's another look at the sunflowers. Again, this one here I need to just go on and cut off and cut down to where it'll quit soaking up water and everything. But as you can see, I'll try to turn the camera around here for you all. How much taller than me they are, crew. So that is really, really cool. But we have been in a severe drought. So I am thankful for the rain we have gotten, and I've been watering this stuff with Miracle Grow. I've been mixing up in just a 5-gallon bucket, and it's been doing great. You can see down in there the forest of sunflower stalks and everything. And you can see where one sunflower fell, and I went ahead and cut the head off of it and dried it out and everything. Here we have some more maters, as we call them in the South. And I don't know if the cantaloupes are going to have time to do anything this year. Again, it's just about having fun. Here is some jalapeno pepper plants, and right here is my cilantro that I planted, and I really should have just planted that up on the deck where it would have been, you know, by itself. But over here, ooh, let's go back around where we were. Yes, we've got some more peppers to pick. You all know I love spicy food, and I love, oops, dropped that one. And I love different flavors and mixing things together when cooking. So we'll of course put those back, and we will wash these off. But again, just so happy with the sunflowers. Wanted to get out here this morning and just show it to you all before the sunrise came out. Again, we're still in a severe drought, as you can tell by how some of the pumpkins have dried up. And again, I'm thankful when we do get a little bit of rain. As you hear the helicopter going over, the airport is about 2 miles from home. But some of you expressed interest in seeing the garden again once the flowers bloomed. The sunflowers, that is. And I hope that this video suffices that. And crew, I forgot I could come up on the deck to give you all a better overview. But here, turn a little turtle around. This is some basil we got, and this we got at the seed exchange here in Burlington, and we planted it, and I have no clue what it is. But these are the pots we usually start stuff in. Before I started the pumpkin seeds in this pot here before transferring them out here. But here is a better overview of the garden as of mid-January 2026. And you can see now that the sun is coming over the horizon, the sunflowers are appropriately in the sun. Nice, refreshing, ice cold water on this hot and humid July summer day. But that's going to about wrap it up for this video, crew. Some of you had again expressed interest in seeing the garden once it had progressed a little bit. I'm sure the pumpkins are going to continue to grow. Again, as I've said a couple times in this video already, we are in the worst drought that we have seen in around 20 years according to the weatherman. If you all remember, it was about a month ago, we went to the historic Glencoe Dam in Mill Village, and everything was dried up, and I was able to basically cross the Mighty Hall River from side to side without getting my feet wet. So that just tells you how bad it is. Again, here is what I am watering the plants with. You shake this up and you mix it up in a 2-gallon bucket, and then I've just got a cup, and I'll go around watering the base of everything, being as careful as I can be. Again, I know everything is planted too close together. I did not expect things to take off in this area because there's never ever been a garden here, crew. It was on the other side of the yard where my grandfather used the tiller I showed you in today's video to plow up the earth with a bunch of fertilizer, animal manure, and things like that. He had a lot of farmer friends, so he would cycle in animal manure each season. So I know that ground over there is very, very fertile and can produce a lot of crops. It's just the trees have grown up, and that spot stays in the shade pretty much from sun up to sundown. Again, earlier in the year when we were out here, I think I was cooking some burgers on the grill or something, but I noticed how sunny this area here got throughout most of the day, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try a garden there, and it has blown my mind with how well it has done. In today's video, we've got some peppers off the pepper plant, and we look at the sunflowers. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go on and always have a Swiss Army knife handy, crew. There we go. Did not want to let go. I will cut this down. I will cut this down a little bit smaller. That way I can hang it like this in the rafters of the workshop or somewhere in the workshop, kind of like tobacco. Any of you are familiar with putting up tobacco, to where it can dry, and I can tie a bag like a grocery bag on the head, and the seeds will dry and they'll fall out, and then the rest of them I can get out that don't fall out during the drying process. But again, my late grandfather, who taught me woodworking, his final garden was in 2012. He passed away in late December 2012, and we miss him dearly. The whole family does. But this is the very first garden that has been on the family property in all those years. Again, at the time of this video's recording, it is Friday, July 17th, 2026. So a lot of time has passed, and the garden, in my opinion, is flourishing. But if you all know of anything I could do better, if you all have a green thumb and like to garden, please let me know down in the comments below this video. But the sun is about to come over the top of the family home, so it is so hot and humid here, and again, we are in a drought, so I am going to escape into the AC where it is cool and comfortable. But thank you all for viewing this video. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button, and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, crew, and remember, if I can make it or do it or plan it, so can you all. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you all real soon.